Let me ask you something. Have you ever been giving a girl your time, your energy, your attention, and deep down something just doesn't feel right? Like she shows interest just enough to keep you there, but never enough to make it real. One minute she's warm, the next minute she's distant, and you're left trying to figure out what changed. And the worst part? You start blaming yourself. You think maybe you need to try harder, be better, show more. But no matter what you do, the situation stays the same. Here's the truth most guys don't want to hear. If you constantly feel confused around her, that confusion is not an accident. It's a pattern. And most of the time, it means you're being kept around, not chosen. Because when a woman is genuinely interested in you, you don't have to decode her behavior every day. You don't have to question where you stand, but when she's playing you, everything feels unclear on purpose. In this video, I'm going to break down 7 clear signs a girl is playing you. Not the obvious ones, but the subtle behaviors that keep you emotionally hooked without giving you anything real. And once you see these signs, you'll never look at the situation the same way again. Sign 1. She only texts you when she needs something. At first, it might not seem obvious. You might tell yourself she's just busy or that her timing is just off. But when you step back and look at the pattern, it becomes clear. She doesn't reach out to build connection. She reaches out when it benefits her. When she's bored, when she wants attention, when she needs a favor, that's when you suddenly hear from her. This creates a one-sided dynamic where you are always giving, and she is only taking when it suits her. Psychologically, this keeps you hooked because the attention is inconsistent. And inconsistent attention is powerful. It makes you crave it more. You start waiting for those moments when she reaches out, thinking it means something, when in reality, it's just convenience. Sign 2. She keeps things just vague enough. Clarity is the enemy of someone who is playing a game. When you try to understand where you stand, she gives you answers that sound open but mean nothing. Let's just go with the flow, or I don't want to rush anything. These phrases are designed to keep you emotionally invested without giving you anything solid to hold on to. This creates uncertainty, and uncertainty keeps you attached. Your mind starts filling in the gaps, trying to interpret her behavior, trying to find meaning where there is none. The more unclear things are, the more you think about her. And that mental investment is what keeps you stuck, even though nothing real is actually happening. Sign 3. Her effort disappears the moment yours does. Real interest is consistent. It doesn't rely on you carrying the entire connection. But when a girl is playing you, her effort is reactive, not genuine. She responds when you initiate. She engages when you push. But the moment you stop, everything fades. This reveals something important. The connection is not driven by her desire to be with you. It is driven by your effort. And the moment that effort is removed, there is nothing left to sustain it. Psychologically, this creates a trap. Because when she comes back after your silence, it feels like she suddenly cares again. But in reality, she is just responding to the loss of attention, not developing real feelings. Sign 4. She pulls you in, then pushes you away. This is one of the most powerful and confusing dynamics. One moment she is warm, engaging, and emotionally present. You feel like things are finally moving forward. Then suddenly she becomes distant, cold, or unavailable. This push and pull creates emotional instability, and that instability keeps you attached. Your brain starts chasing the high of when she was warm and connected. You begin to associate her attention with reward and her distance with loss. This creates a cycle where you keep trying to get back to that good moment, not realizing that the cycle itself is what's keeping you stuck. Sign 5. She's never available but always present elsewhere. You send a message and wait. Hours go by, sometimes longer, but at the same time she is active. She's posting, viewing stories, engaging with others. This creates a contradiction that is hard to ignore. She is not unavailable, she is selectively available, and that distinction matters. When someone values you, they make space for you. When they don't, you get what's left over. Psychologically, this can make you question yourself. You start wondering if you said something wrong or if you're overthinking it. But the reality is simple. Her behavior is showing you exactly where you stand, even if her words never say it directly. Sign 6. She keeps other options visible. She doesn't always say it directly, but she makes sure you're aware that other men exist in her world. She might mention them casually, reference interactions, or subtly show that she has attention from others. This creates a sense of competition. You begin to feel like you need to prove yourself, like you need to stand out. And that's exactly what keeps you investing more. The more uncertain you feel, the more effort you put in. This is not accidental. It keeps her in a position of control while you stay in a position of pursuit. And the more you chase, the more power she holds. Sign 7. Your gut keeps telling you something is off. This is the one sign that is always there, even when you try to ignore it. You feel it in the moments when you overthink simple things. You feel it when you explain her behavior to yourself or to others. You feel it when you question whether she actually likes you more than once. That feeling is not random. It is your awareness picking up on patterns that your emotions are trying to justify. The mind wants to believe in the potential, but your instincts recognize the reality. And most of the time, that quiet feeling you keep pushing away is actually the most honest signal you have. Conclusion. At the end of the day, you cannot make someone value you by trying harder. You cannot earn genuine interest from someone who is only there for convenience. The more you chase, the more you lose your position. Walking away from someone who is playing you is not weakness, it's self-respect. It's choosing not to waste your time on something that was never real. And once you start seeing things clearly, you stop chasing confusion and start choosing clarity.